Triggered salute. This is one of my personal favorites. This is for an attack if someone is taking his right arm and he's pushing my left shoulder. I'm just gonna. What? I'm gonna show you. Run through it, and then we'll break it down. So first, the attack comes in. That's the faster version. So now we're going to go through it a little bit and talk about what we're doing. First, the push comes. Again, go with the flow. But instead, where normally if someone pushes you, you'd fall back, what this technique is teaching you is how to move forward. So we're going to align ourselves by matching. We're not going to just do that though, because why match when we can have an advantage? We're Kenpoists. We like to be ahead. Let's move back just a little bit. First thing you're going to do when you catch that push, you're going to lock your wrist to your opponent's wrist right here. Because I can tell you, when I blast here, if I don't have a good grip, if I do it this way, he's going to go and take my targets with him. And we can't have that. So I have things that I want to give to him. Gifts. Kenpo gifts. So from here, wrist to his inside of his wrist, thumb to thumb area. I'm going to lock that in. I'm going to lock my elbow down. I'm going to step forward into a close kneel stance. I'm going to do into a neutral bow. I'm going to do a palm heel strike, sending him back, but holding him here. If possible, this is where you can step in and get a little knee check. It's always good to get a little knee. From here, your hand is going to grab hold of his face, and then you're going to anchor down this way. The reason is, with dropping your elbow in that nice pinpointed spot on his chest and dropping him down here at the same time, he's going to be in this position. And if I hit him hard enough, he'll go up on his toes because there's nowhere else for him to go. The more pressure I put on him, the higher he's going to have to go to release that pain that I am inflicting. My hand is coming down, with palm heel up, I'm reaching over the top, and I'm just grabbing anything in his face that I can get a hold of, like his eyeballs or his nose balls, or anything I can get in there, but not his teeth. Stay away from the teeth. So, checking when he pushes, I'm going to step in. Checking here, knee to knee, leg to leg, palm heel strike, grab, anchor. Once I have him in a compromised position, I'm going to get ready to drop into a closed kneel stance. I'm going to rip his face straight down, slap him down his face. I'm going to drop into a closed kneel stance. My left heel is off the ground. The reason I'm going to this stance is to drop lower into the target and to get ready for a nice torquing, turning elbow. And I'm going to drop into a nice neutral bow or horse stance, depending on where it is, and I'm going to bury my elbow into his midsection. Now, there's a lot of people I see who do this that kind of brush through. For me, my personal philosophy is why be irritating when you can be devastating? And I would like to be devastating. Although sometimes I hear I'm also irritating. Can't imagine why anyone would say that. But it's shocking. So what this technique is teaching in part is how to drop from here, shift, and then you're going to lean just a little bit to get back. You don't have to go far, but you're going to lean so you can come back with the elbow. And we're going to be doing a little whipping. We're going to be dropping again to a closed kneel. And for that punch, you're going to have lifting action with your back foot. Doing it from this position is all arm. You might be able to get a little bit of hip into it, but if you can drop low and shoot up more like a boxer, you're going to have a lot more bang for your buck. So this is called triggered salute. Salute is anything with a palm heel strike. The trigger is that he is pushing me. So he's going to come in with the push. I'm going to be checking at the same time, and the Kim can a nice strike there too if you want to hit him hard enough. Coming in, palm heel strike, anchoring down, rip, whipping right down his body. Notice I'm in a close kneel stance. My left heel is off the ground. I'm going to palm up and I'm going to turn here. I'm going to turn and drop here. I'm going to reach back, elbow, then we'll turn around for a second. From here, this is a more of a minor strike, but you can use it to, once you hit here, contour, whip from there. It's not so much as, it's not going to come in and hit so much because you're doing it from this position. So you're going to come in here, whip it through, coming down, again, dropping into closed kneel stance. Notice I have knee to knee action, or knee to shin actually, really. And then you're going to lift, still holding, right up to the chin, right to the moon. So let's do the rest of the whole technique from this side and we'll switch. Here comes the push. 1, checking off where you can. Grab elbow, grip, palm up, turn into neutral or horse, depending. Reach back just a little, still holding them with your left hand, that wrist to wrist contact. Drive that elbow in. There's no reason to pass that through. We have all day. We have just smacked him around a little bit. We got an extra second. Bam! Hitting him in the back, whipping around in front. Notice the whip drop me into a close kneel stance, giving a little more weight to that back knuckle whip. Then I'm going to lift straight up. Okay, I'm going to do the whole thing from the other side so you can see both things. Very important on this one, make sure you are getting those stances in there. If you try and do the whole thing too fast or without any stance changes, you're going to lose the whole point of it. A lot of people who do Kenpo try and do everything as fast as they possibly can. It takes time for an opponent to react. So if I'm going to hit Ron and I go, oh, I look really cool, but he has not moved and really he's not even particularly bothered. Yes, he's too macho for words. So what I want to do is wipe that smile off his face. So I'm going to strike him here, checking him here, grabbing his face, sinking the elbow in, ripping his face, driving it in, reaching back, driving it in, here, whipping, close kneel stance, and lifting, using the back leg, lift, hips, arm. If I just have to use my arm, I got nothing. I mean, you know, I'm not a wimp, but I'm certainly not a heavyweight either. So I want to have all 100 pounds behind that strike. So I want to lift with the hips, still anchoring in the elbow, and shoot it straight up. Okay, so we're going to have triggered salute.